chief foreign correspondent Richard Engel has the latest. And Richard, what do we know about his condition and who's running the country?
So British officials say that he was admitted to this intensive care unit earlier today, a surprise announcement. They had been just hours earlier assuring the public, assuring reporters that he was okay, but not giving a great deal of detail. Then the announcement that he had been moved to an ICU, that he arrived conscious, that he was not on a ventilator, and that he was still partially running the country, but that he had critically deputized his foreign secretary to take responsibility, quote, where necessary. And one would assume that when you're in an ICU, that would count as one of those times that is necessary. And we know the foreign secretary is going to be leading the coronavirus effort and is going to be chairing those meetings, at least for the foreseeable future. So the 10 Downing Street wanted to make sure that it was not an abdication, that he's not quitting his office, but that this was a temporary deputizing where necessary, and that he's not on a ventilator for now.
Richard, if Boris Johnson was not a full-on coronavirus denier, he was by any standard a minimizer. And is it accepted knowledge there that the UK, among nations, moved late on this?
He certainly was a minimizer. He was slow to act in this country. This country has been a lot slower to impose some of the social distancing and some of the closures than France or Italy and Spain in particular. And there is this infamous video in which Boris Johnson, even after the outbreak had begun, said that he went to a hospital, met people he thought were coronavirus victims, was shaking hands and said, and you will be pleased to know I will continue to shake hands.